Federal Capital Territory VIO Directorate of Road Traffic Services (DRTS) says it is set to issue side numbers to commercial vehicles for easy identification. The FCT DRTS Director, Mr. Wadata Bodinga, disclosed this during an interview with News Agency of Nigeria in Abuja. Bodinga said that any commercial vehicle without a side number and code issued by DRTS would not be allowed to operate within the territory.
The FCT administration and the Directorate of Road Traffic Services in particular, we are actually trying to come up with Abuja Transport Management System. That kind of scheme will, to a certain extent, eradicate all the unroadworthy vehicles in the city, because we are going to make standard on the vehicles that are supposed to fly the city, and every vehicle that has been operating before must come for what we are going to call revalidation. And if you come for that revalidation, it means we are going to test you, and apart from testing you, test the vehicle, get relevant information on the safety condition of the vehicle itself, like is the vehicle roadworthy, has the vehicle meet our standard of operation, because there are guidelines that every vehicle must fulfill. And if you didn't fulfill those guidelines, we are not going to issue you with the side number which will warrant you to operate in the FCT. So it means henceforth, any vehicle that does not have that side number that we are going to give and code it is not going to operate in the city.
According to him, the scheme aims to reduce the number of vehicles that are not roadworthy in the city. He listed some of the observed reasons for accidents in the territory to include disregard for traffic lights, driving on one way, overloading and parking on illegal lanes, among others.
Our major challenge is the attitude of the motoring public themselves, because Nigerian patrol were always in haste. You can see people not adhering to simple regulations, especially if they look and see that there are no law enforcement agencies around. You can see people just beat traffic light at will, or people are doing one way, which in a normal circumstances, you know that anybody who beats traffic light, what he is simply trying to do is like going on suicide mission, because you are inviting a head-to-head collision. So also, if you are doing one way, and a lot of accidents that are happening within the city, you will see that are caused by this impatience. Or somebody is driving on the major road. What I mean major road is, for example, a road that is bigger than the one that is crossing it, or vice versa. You should know that the person who is coming on the major road is one who is having the right of way. So anybody who wants to cross and enter the major should exercise some patience. So that's why I say that our major challenge is the attitude of the motorists and the attitude of the commuters themselves, like what I mentioned earlier. Because if the commuters and the motorists behave well, then we have very little to do. Even commuters, we have not left them in that scheme, because before you actually enter a vehicle, or before you patronize any vehicle, we are collaborating with the NCC in order to have an SMS that you are going to simply dial, like maybe say #556, okay, *556# for example, so that you can be able to know whether this particular vehicle, if you just type the number and put that, you will be able to know whether this particular vehicle, by sending an SMS, whether it is actually registered and captured in our system.